This is the Friday, the afternoon delight. So last time I did an episode of this, I was still building that giant brick kit. However, I have finished that now. If you were watching Terry's stream yesterday, you would have seen it. I have now put it onto the bookcase. So I'm not gonna go and pick it back up. However, today something else the kit I started on Terry's stream yesterday, and the one that there is now a box review of, is the Art and Lynx. It's from Italeri, so I'm just going to continue with this today. I did get an email from Terry about 1:30 this morning. One of his friends that watches his stream, because I mentioned about the wheels not being very chrome, not having not being as chrome as sort of other kits you'd get. Now apparently, the wheels on this weren't chromed; they were brushed aluminium. So I don't need to worry about sort of chroming them up or anything like that. I do need to paint the middle bits black, which I completely forgot to do before I stuck them together, so that's going to be a challenge. But I'll do that today. And before I start with that, I got a parcel delivered today. In fact, I got 2 parcels delivered today. So the first one was just a chrome marker. I think I'm going to go and turn that other light on. And from Aoshima, a Lamborghini Huracan. So there will be a box review of this at some point. But there are sort of stickers and decals to go in it. Now this is supposed to be orange, but it's a gift for someone, and the one they drove was yellow with some Go Faster stripes. But the instructions are incredible, all coloured. Basically, like, they're not sort of sketch drawings, they're actual. They look like actual photos of the kit pieces. So yeah, that'll be things that it is going to have to be resprayed, so it's yellow, but I'm sure I can manage that. I am looking forward to this one. I think it is like a limited edition one, but it's the only one I could get. So if anyone likes these kits, do forgive me, but I am going to be changing the colours. So I'm just going to go and pop my big light on, and then I'll start work on the chat. Yeah. Okie doke. Before I start, I will pop the link in. So if anyone would like to join me, you're more than welcome. And I will also pin that message. Make sure it's the right one pinned. Yes, it is. Okay, so just switch back to that. So we have David Markian. This is afternoon, Tiffany, and afternoon, folks. And Ian is in. He says hello, Tiffany. Hello again, David. And oh yeah, like and subscribe. Yes, please do. David's saying hello to Ian. And he also says, oh, you'll be haunted. Now, I won't haunt you for not liking. I'll just put you in the void. The endless void. David's just, Ian's laughing at David. And Dorcosaurus has joined us. He says, hello, Tiff and everyone in Jutland. Hello, Dorcosaurus. Thank you for joining in. Lots of hellos. Bob is saying hello, everyone. Good afternoon, Bob. That's just me saying hello. GM is in. He says hello, peoples. Lots of hellos, and he says spam checker interferes. And he also says, we are slowly getting ready to head off to the wedding venue. Expect news in the UK tomorrow sometime. We won't be making any press releases here. Yes, I do believe it's already been in the news that Taylor Swift is getting married at Madison Square Gardens today. And yeah, David is saying it's already on the news with speculations this morning. Now, I reckon there will probably be bets on how long this will last, but we'll see. She's not got the greatest track record for relationships, but I think this one might last. So Joe was in. He says, hello, everyone. And be careful, GM. And GM has replied, David, yeah, being offered big money, but no deal. We're honouring Tay's Day. Yeah. And Apex is in. He says, hey, everyone. Hello, Apex. GM is saying, Joe, indeed, we honour agreements, so staying quiet. Yes, Ian is saying, hero boy, oh my god. Now, Ian, you'll have to enlighten me. I just picked the first cheapest kit I could see on eBay to be able to create the Lamborghini that a friend of mine drove. It was like an experience day. It was the first time he was ever behind the wheel of a car. So, yeah, it's going to be a little gift for him. Doug says it's a nice Lambo. David says a very nice kit. Yeah. Again, there's a StreamYard link if anyone would like to join me. David is saying hello to Apex. GM is saying Tiff, a red car? I thought only David built red cars. That's actually orange. It looks red in the lighting, but it is actually orange. Apex is saying hello to David, and Ian is saying it's a Lamborghini, not a Ferrari. Paint as crazy as you like. No, I have a reference picture. He had a photo taken whilst he was behind the wheel. Whilst he was doing his lap. So I have a photo of the actual car, which I can use as a reference. Also, Ian, on that email that I got from Terry, that his friend sent him, there was a YouTube video of the Norton Manx at like an auction lot, and you can see some pretty good detail, like what parts are actually chrome, what parts are not, like just silver, which parts are shiny black, which parts aren't. And I do apologise if you can hear that dog in the background. I've got my window sort of slightly open because it's warm again today. So I'm just going to pop that there. So I've got the wheels done. And I've labelled them A and B. Ian saying, oh yeah, was it a green or yellow Lambo? It was a yellow one. Yellow Lambo. And honestly, I'm very, very happy I managed to find the kit. Very, very happy. So I'm probably going to just hold off on painting for a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build up sort of a couple of components until sort of the stage I need to start sticking stuff together. So I can build up like C and D, part Y, part E, and part F, because then they all go on. I can get them painted up and they can go on separately. And sorry about the dogs. Adam is saying, hello, loves. Hello, Adam. I'm guessing you're at work. If you're not, would you like to join me? And Jem is saying, hi, Mum. Who's Mum? Who's Mum? Ian, there is already one in the the text chat for the build, the actual build. There is I did put a message in there this morning. With the video link. Oh, Adam says he is in thy work. Ah, so you're skiving. And Jim is in, he says, hello Tiff, not in chat. Going to be in chat today, getting on the road early, 9 to 9:30 a.m. before noontime rain comes through the area. No worries. Adam is saying he bought a couple more alpha models. Ooh, which ones did you get? And then people just saying hello. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this back in here. No, I'm still waiting on a parcel. And that is the sort of bookshop, book nook thing that I bought. Unfortunately, it has been stuck in the Leeds sorting office for about 4 days now. And I don't know why. It was supposed to have been delivered on the 1st. I have messaged the seller just to find out, see if he can find out what's going on. So, yeah. Apex is saying hi to David. Ian is saying, okay, thanks, Steph. No worries. And Apex is saying hi to Adam. So we have 17 people in. Wow. Nice one. Right. Let's see, which sprues do I need? Oh, where is it? There it is. Yes, I should use some scissors, but this is a bride. Like brand new, very, very sharp blade. So it went through like a hot knife through butter. So Adam is saying he bought the Ferrari F108, Ferrari F80 in 124th and LaFerrari 143. Ooh. GM is saying, Tiff, Adam is a fussy mother hen. Mum. Okay. I'm guessing that's a reference to something else on a different channel. Apex is saying, to be 17 again. I don't wish I was 17 again. Although I wasn't in as much pain back then, but hey. Jim is saying hello to David, Ian, Apex, GM, and Adam. And Apex is saying hi, Jim. Okay, so let's start. Let's see. So as you can see, I've sort of put a little label on which says, well, this one's part B, like step B. So then at least I know. So I need pop these out of the bag for now. There we go. Don't think I need any of these parts just yet, actually. Oh no, I do. I need some of the gold ones. Oh my, that is a small piece. You see that tiny little piece there? I just have to be wary about that. Sprue A. Okay, that's C. So I'm guessing A is one of the, that's E. Okay, sprue A, I'll be one of the black ones then. So this is a group build that's happening on the Discord channel. It started on the 1st. It's running the 1st of July and it's running until the 1st of August. So there's a full month. There is a Discord text channel dedicated to this build. So if anyone would like to join, I can put the link into the chat for my Discord. And even if you don't want to sort of build along, it would be nice just to have you in there and chat with everyone, see what people are working on. Jim is in. Hi, Jim. Bob is in 17. That's a quarter of my current tree ring count. Ina is saying good morning, Jim. David says I shouldn't really be able to remember that far back. And speaking of David.
Hello.
Hello. Jim is saying Apex
No, I
Indie.
wouldn't be able to.
There's no substitute for youth. When I ate ice cream, sorry, no substitute for youth. My knees didn't ache, teeth didn't hurt when I ate ice cream, and back was strong and resilient. Yeah. So there's the link for the Discord. And Jameson David, I can remember back to year one. Jesus. I can't remember last week. Never mind all that far back. Right, so I'm still looking. Right, that's Sprue D. Oh, that piece is gonna fall off at some point, I think. It's fine. Is this Sprue A? No, that's B. Okay. So you got B, D, F. Oh, or is it? It might be a chrome sprue actually. Let's see. E. Oh my word! I believe it's probably one of these chrome ones.
Okay, Gary. As you said, I think of everything red. Can I paint that red now?
Was that your next kit?
Oh well. This one I have to do there's plenty of soldiers to do, and so it's really interesting to do those. I'm very proud of them, so I can just paint them up. So
Yeah.
you can come to a seascape.
So okay, Sprue A is chrome then. Right, where are my clippies? There they are. Oh, we have Troublemaker in. Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Is hi all, Captain Innocent Ish reporting for duty. Aha. Apex is saying I can remember when I was in the crib. You must have one hell of a memory then. And Jameson, hello, Aquano. Right.
Is that in the panto?
Okay, I don't need the majority of this. So I'm just going to cut it down. So I've just got that piece there. Some more pieces.
Let's do it that way.
5. A little bit of flash there that I can get rid of. Yeah, I mean, I had a peek at that Hurricane kit when it came, and it honestly it looks like you could probably put it together without it being painted, just because everything looks like it's the right colours, stuff like that. But I want to actually sort of like do a bit of research and paint it all properly and
Yes, be better.
Yeah. So what you working on, David?
For those I've done 2 cars. So they're all 10
Yeah.
up. So out the way. I was iffy about doing the soldiers on that. Uh, Another vehicle I was trying to do, I found there's a part missing.
Oh
And
dear.
it's blue, not red.
GM will be happy about it.
That was a cherry steak, so if I give that a quick go over. So I got some of that. And yesterday I had 3 kits arrived. But the other ones I'm going to get ready to try and do is got the Enterprise. I was working on the Arizona.
Nice.
Yeah. As I was succinctly told this morning, you know that when I go, all this be chucked in the bin. I said, well, just keep me out of mischiefs.
Yeah. The thing is, like the models that you've built, don't have them chucked, especially your ship ones. Give them to a naval museum or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Like all the kits that are left over, find somewhere to donate them to.
yeah. So models for heroes. I thought send some to there, and if there's some other groups, I'll have a look into it.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a lot of sort of individual groups that are kind of part of Model for Heroes. So it's like community groups,
Mm.
ran by M4H or Friends of Models for Heroes volunteers. They always sort of look for kits for people because some people just kind of come and have a look to see what's going on, and then if they decide they like it, they decide to jump. Oh, chat's jumped. Okay. So, Josephine, let me check the weather forecast so I can
Good.
follow these charts. Come on, Rain. Taking a break from my hobby boss, B24J Liberator. It's nice, but talk about dry fitting. And Duke is in. Hello, Duke.
Duke.
From you. He says, good day, Tiff. Ian says, oh, forgot to reply. Hero Boy are an aftermarket company. They do all sorts of goodies. Ooh. To be fair, the box. I don't think there is actually anything extra in the box. Let me. I'm going to have to have a look at them. Like I say, I want to do some decent sort of research on it before I. Well, it is a licensed product because it's got the holographic Lamborghini logo on there. Cool. So I'll probably keep the box on this one. To be fair, I don't tend to keep the boxes. Jameson, boxes of red things. Blue one. David, a blue car. Oh, and now I've got the bloody Milky Way advert stuck in my head. The red car and the blue car had a race. Ay. Joe was saying, David, love that Chevy steak truck. What year model is that? Early 60s?
the Chevy. Yep. 63. I think.
It's the steak truck? He says.
Ooh, all right. The red car was the
I think he means the blue. Is it the blue one? He
lorry.
says.
Oh, the Chevy steak truck. Yeah.
Mhm.
Didn't really say it. Came with a couple of figures as well with it. So and some boxes. There's an older kit by the looks of it. Let's move that over and have a look.
I was going to say, scale mates and stuff like that is always handy.
Yeah.
For stuff like
So
that. So we have a lot of people saying hello to each other. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. And Ian says, maybe it's a co-op between the two, Tiff. Maybe. And Ian also says all Red Car could do was stuff his face. All Red wanted to do was stuff his face. He had everything he sees, from trucks to prickly trees. Definitely going to have that stuff in my head today.
Okay.
Let's put a little bit of glue in there.
Ooh. Right.
In fact, I think I'm going to have to sand that down a bit. Oh well.
1/48 scale, and this is a 1980s box. So the actual truck first came out in 1955.
Oh wow.
And it looks like you still can get it on Atlantis. As a 1955 Chevrolet 2-ton steak truck. So, with new decals. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get rid of these bits on the edge. So, what has everyone got planned for the weekend? I personally, tomorrow, will be going to my mum's for dinner. Other than that, and my live stream on Sunday, there's nothing really much that I'm doing. How about you, David?
Nothing. Don't think it'll be anywhere. We used to get newsletters with all the events and everything on it. I haven't seen it for the last couple of months, so it's like there's nothing going on. I know there's a car where a couple of car boots are. One's about 7 miles up the road. The other one's about 17. But I've got no transport to get there and back, so I don't think I'll be going that one.
Yeah, there's some. I think there's like a Steam sort of vehicle thing, and then like a tractor and truck event happening sort of more at the end of the month. Not much happening at the beginning of the month, to be fair. Joe is saying, growing up, we lived next to a farm. I saw many of those when I was a kid in South Texas. Nice. Ian is saying meow meow Willow. Willow is currently curled up fast asleep on my coat.
Hmm.
It's fluffy inside, so she's curled up on the inside of it. And Ron Hettam is in. He says, "Hi Tiff, Dave, and all in chat. Hello,
Hello,
Ron."
Ron.
And Adam says, "Phantom and starting the F1 car I've got. Ooh, that's going to be fun. That will be fun to see." And Jeremy saying, "Tiff, scrolling through pages of car wheels and tyres yesterday on the BNA Model World website. No interest in car wheels, but the sheer numbers of styles is staggering. Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of different designs and stuff you can get. Right. Let's that bit on. Okay, that goes that way. So yeah, that's supposed to be painted brass. So I think I'm actually going to leave all the chrome off of this, just so I can actually like get that painted up in the right colour. So yeah, I'll pop that aside and I'll leave all that off, and then later on or something I can spray it and then get it painted the right colour. I mean, this is technically like a brass colour, but I have like a bit of like a paler kind of brassy colour, which I quite like. So I think I'll use that instead. Spray this up and then use the other one to paint it. It's done. So apparently, Quano's plans for the weekend is to find Marcus, or as I like to call him, Sexy Santa, and do unspeakable naughty things to his nips whilst Quano is so drunk that he has no memory of the events, so he can plead innocence for the court case. My. Jim is saying early flight out of New York to Sydney, then back to Korea. Sleep for the rest of the weekend, I think. Yes, good idea. Very good idea. Okay, so what do I need?
Talking about flights, I was about to dash out earlier, and there's those trainer Spitfire with the double extra cab on the back.
Yeah.
That's at Kemble, so South Gloucestershire. It does flights around with sort of people you can pay to have a flight on it, and it comes fairly close to me. And I was wondering if it's coming across the river or train around and just the box back to Kemble. So, which is a pity. If came over several weeks ago, and I didn't realise it was coming, and so my picture wasn't very good at then. But, this time I got an SLR ready with a long lens, so I can get a better picture. Hopefully, touch wood.
Hopefully. I've put the sprue gates on this one a bit weirdly.
I'm gonna see if I can leave paints downstairs.
Just when you get to part D, Ian, the sprue gates for part 21 are very awkwardly placed. So I'll have to be careful on scraping off. I'm not going to be able to use my file for this. I'm actually going to have to use my hobby knife. Although yours might be a little bit different to mine. I don't know. Because I have a different boxing somehow. That'll do. Ian is saying, Jim, hope you sleep well. And Ian says, what's the Phantom kit you have, Adam? I believe it's the, I think he said it previously, it was the Alpha Models one. No, that was the Ferrari one, sorry. Ignore me. Ignore me. Okay, I need to get rid of the... This is actually quite a tough plastic. Can't get my craft knife through it properly. Oh shoot. No, okay. I have to glue that back on. Little bits of flash in the most awkward of places.
Handy having the correct paints.
Ooh.
And it's the tanks and the infantry. So, Adam is saying that the Phantom is the 172 Airfix one. Jameson, Ian, thank you kindly. Trying to sleep as hard as you can still feel the aircraft movements long after you land. Wife is the same. What? Nope, never been on an airplane. I've done the flights from Bristol to Aberdeen. I flew back from there as well. And the prop plane to Guernsey.
Adam said he bought the 172nd Phantom 3 days before the 148th announcement. And he says the Aston and Ferraris are Alpha model. And Ian is saying, thanks, Steph. I've already dealt with those sprue gates. Cooling fins are covered in flash, unfortunately. Yeah, I've just knocked off like a tiny little piece here, which I honestly don't know if you're going to be able to see once it's made. I will endeavour to stick it back on though, even if I have to super glue it.
Right.
I'll have to be careful of the one on this side as well, because this side's gone. Ooh, that was close. Well, if it's stuck together and it sticks to that, it should be alright. So this is my first Italeri kit, and so far, it's not the worst kit I've seen. So how far through are you, Ian? Because honestly, I don't think this will take us a month. Ron is saying he's checking the add-on of Photo Etch for his USS Hornet. Ooh. Right, let's get these stuck here. One thing I like about this glue is that you don't need loads of it, and it just seeps right into the crack. You don't get excess everywhere. And yes, people, I said crack. So Duke is saying, sorry Tiff, I'm off to bed now. It's 10 past midnight and I'll be waking up at 4 o'clock to watch Australia versus Egypt. No worries. Enjoy your nap and enjoy the match. Jim is saying, hello. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say goodbye.
So Jim is saying, Helen made some years ago the Norton 750 motorcycle kit. Not sure of scale, but a lovely kit. Not seen a kit available since the late 1980s, I think it was. Just hold this together a second. Joe's saying that he's just ordered the 55 steak truck from eBay. $19 US, which isn't bad.
That's about £12, I think, £13. Yeah.
Something like that. Where is my tweezers? There they are. Oh, crap, that's just gone flying. Where did it fly off to? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Damn.
The thing is, it's a tiny piece of gold plastic. It can't have pinged off that far.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
A tiny little flat piece of gold plastic. My word. Okay, so that's lost.
There.
It's just a piece that had broken off one of the other bits. Right, it hasn't sort of. I check my top and might got. No, it's not got caught on my top. Oh well.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't be sorry, it's
Drink.
fine. You can't really tell it's messy. You're gonna be able to tell if you look really, really closely. And nobody's getting that close to my models, so yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so Adam was saying, oh yeah, Tiff, it's coming with a model scene thing, so the photos will look rather fun. Ooh, cool. Joe was saying, I saw your Norton too, Tiffany. It's expensive, but it is a big kit. Yeah, it's 1/9. I actually think I only paid about £40 for this, including delivery, which isn't bad. Ian says, I'm behind you. No, not like that. I'm just cleaning up the parts and sanding before I glue anything. Yeah, so what I'm doing is, like, I've done the two sort of rim things, like the wheels, and I've just put A and B on them. So what I forgot though is that we are somehow going to have to paint the inside of this bit black. So that's going to be fun to try and get into. And I didn't realise before I glued it up. Never mind. So I've got some extra tape bits and I can oh, ow. So I can label this each step and stuff. Hi. Jameson FX did a boxed version of the same mold. They're not best the asking prices these days. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Dan is saying she said crack. I'm not childishly giggling of things seeping into that crack. I'm not. You can't see me and can't prove nothing, so nah. Jesus Christ. It's so childish. But it makes the channel fun. Ron is in the USS Hornet is a 1/200 scale. Ooh, wow.
I could have the USS Enterprise CV6. It was going for £182. You're right.
I found the tiny little piece. Look how small it is. I found it. I was just putting my drink back down. Okay, I lost it again. Right. Bugger this. I'm getting one of these. Stay stuck on there, you bugger. Thank you. Right, a touch of glue. So Adam has put a link in for the F80 that he's got. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pop that up on the screen in a moment. Right. I'm glad I found that piece, huh? It was like just off my cutting mat next to where me kind of pop was. Ian is saying these Larry bikes are extortionate prices. They're not worth half of what they charge for retail prices, in my opinion. No, I wouldn't have paid the price that it retailed at. Joe's saying yes, Ian, they are a bit pricey. Jim is saying, Ian, true, a guy in Queensland has a kit and teases me with pictures of it. And Revo is in, he said, hi all, and oh, hi Dan.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Eva, Dave.
Ian is saying, could you not prise the wheels apart and use extra thin to wake the glue up? I could. I used extra thin to stick it together. The only issue is trying to get the glue into these bits on the inside where I've already, but there is glue as well. So it'll just be trying to get those bits apart. Although I could manage probably. I'll figure it out. I'm not painting them yet. I might paint them a bit later on Terry's members only stream. And Ron is saying the Hornet is a I Love kit. I do believe the kit is the same as the Trumpeter kit. Oh, cool. So let's have a look at this F80 that Adam was talking about. Excuse me.
I got you going, sorry.
Oh my. So share screen. So this is the Ferrari F80 Adam was talking about. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna boop, boop, boop. See if I can scroll in a bit. Or I could just do that. So that is a nice looking. It's a bit of a weird hood. But there's is it plastic or resin, Adam? I said I can see some clear parts there. That's a lot of decals. So the whole thing is pretty much just decaled and not painted by the looks of it. Because they're just decals for different coloured, two different coloured cars, pretty much. Which is a bit strange. And then it looks like you kind of got some more stickers and stuff. So I have these kinds of stickers for the Lamborghini, as well as like a bit of carbon fibre one. Yeah. It doesn't look like a bad kit. But again, it just does look like pretty much most of the kit is, it's not painted, it's just decaled.
Like for a base coat of something silvery.
Yeah. You want your primer and then just decals. Well, someone really likes that Tamiya tape. Yeah. It's not a bad looking kit. But I wouldn't pay $160 for it unless it was full resin. It's got 4 wedge parts as well. Yeah, it's a full resin model. Okay, that's fair enough. Quano saying hello to Revo. Revo saying, oh God. He did say Pee-wee. Because he likes to call Revo Pee-wee Herman. Adam was saying, yeah, it's resin. And he says all the carbon. Ah, fair enough. Jim is saying, Tiff, not all those wheels had black drums. Alloy, a lot were dull alloy. The sides were polished though. Yeah, so I got a message from, you probably weren't in right at the beginning, but I got an email from Terry at 1:30 this morning with an email that had been, like, he forwarded an email that had been sent to him from a friend of his that watches his streams. And he was saying that sort of like the wheels on this were like brushed aluminium. They weren't proper chrome, which is why it's quite dull on here. But he also sent over a video which shows some of these bits of an actual bike in like an auction lot, with showing like proper details and stuff, and it does show that some of these bits are painted black. So that's what I will be doing. Enos saying the last hypercar I liked is the Aston Valkyrie. And Adam is saying, but you know me, I'll be painting a bunch. And he wants to try painting carbon. Ooh, that'd be difficult. I couldn't imagine myself painting carbon fibre. Right, let's have a look. I haven't cleaned up this bit yet. Oh, get off there. Revo saying I look nothing like Pee Wee Herman. And Adam says I need fishnets for it. Just Radio Stash or Terry's. I'm sure Terry will have a pair that he doesn't mind lending. Or Marcus. Depending on the kind of fishnets they have, they might have like the big squared ones, which is not what you need. Be the ones with the little squares. Not that I'd know anything about that. Okay, so this goes into. Well, that hole's not big. No, it is big enough. Ignore me.
Oh dear.
You okay?
Yeah. Perhaps his asthma coming back again. Just a bit choky. I haven't used my thing for a while. I never felt I needed it after I had COVID.
And Adam is saying now we need the little square ones, can then stretch it slightly and the pattern becomes the shading. Yeah. You can get them pretty easily. I mean, even fucking eBay sells them. Or they'll sell some kind of mesh that'll like do it as well. That'd work. So Ron says he's heading off to set up a stream for tonight. See you later.
Later on.
Later on. Thank you for joining us. We're an hour in. We've got about an hour left, and then about half an hour after that, Terry's members only live stream will be starting. And Jameson Adam fishnet stocking. Why? For carbon fiber patterns. Okay, so got that, and then this one goes on. Oh shoot! I've just put that on the wrong bit. Yeah, bugger. Thankfully, I realised before it was too late. Ooh. Bob is saying, wow, Offspring has just delivered supplies. Not only do I have lemon curd buns for Sunday evening stream, there are cinnamon rolls. Love some cinnamon rolls.
Thank you, Gary.
And we're saying, Jim, it's a genuine way to get the carbon pattern. It's weird, but it works. Jim is saying, mute David whilst he talks. That time it was me, not David. And I do apologise. Okay, that one goes on there. And then...
Oh, yeah.
Have you got yourself a drink, David? I think he's going to go and grab one. Okay, there is no way that hole is big enough. I didn't realise there was a flash on there. Okay. And then just line that up with that. And voila. There we go. Says part D. Like I say, I kind of want to paint up this bit here before I get all the chrome pieces on. And we say basically put black base, then lighter shades one way, then 180 flip, and go to the next. Yeah. And he says Ian is drooling at cinnamon. Jem is saying, I don't have a pattern on you or the model. Dan is saying, I have the rubber knickers to go with the fishnets. Dave gave them to me. Jesus. Ian is saying, well, gel. And Bob is off to get these cinnamon rolls from his bread bin. Hello. Hello.
Meow.
Hi. No. That's why I have a low order glue.
Meow.
No. Just have to cuddles too much. Have a good nap. Mm-hmm. You do have a good nap. You can't sit up there forever. Just not bothering today. Too interested in her mum. Yeah. Mm-hmm. stay up there. Sorry. Jameson, Adam, okay. Not tried that. Don't have anything made of carbon. Okay. So that's that bit done. I'm just gonna. I've got a bit of tape here. I'll put the lid on that properly. Where did that pen go? Right. So that is part C. I'm going to get myself some more Tamiya tape as well. This is part D. Adam was saying people do it for pre-shading too, especially if you get either the fishnets with the random patterns or it's like some fishing thing you can use too. Yeah. And James is saying, Tiff, you got a genuine hello from Willow. Wow. Yeah, she does that all the time. Are you on the windowsill? Yeah, she's on the windowsill watching the leaves now. Because it's a bit windy out. Okay, so I can do part Y, which is A26 and B26. Now, are they chrome parts or are they normal parts? I think they're normal parts. Okay, now we're going to find them. Oh, okay. Ow, foot. Oh, no. Just little square pieces. Okay, they're here. I need that screw anyway. Oh, and Adam says, Reese, I'm heading off on my motorbike. We'll probably miss Terry's stream too. See you later. No worries. Catch you later, Ian. Thank you for jumping in.
Later, Ian. Take care.
Enjoy your ride out. Okay, so.
Yeah, I wish I could go back on bike.
I've never been on one. Like, I've got friends who've ridden them or who own them, and it's just, I have crappy balance as it is. I don't want to sort of like lose my balance on a motorbike. Even though they'd be riding it, I'd just be sort of like backseat. I'd rather not be conscious of.
Yeah, I wanted to pass my test and get a trike. I never got that far.
Oh, one of those like 3-wheeled ones I could probably do with. To be fair, I reckon by the time I'm 50, I'll probably be using a mobility scooter.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to use even a push bike.
used to ride a bike as well. Something like on my good days, I'd love to do is just go out for a little bike ride. Okay. So that's that bit done. That's why I need my tape. Oh, I really do need to get some more tomato tape. I'm right down to the end now. Willow, that's a freaking fly outside. You're gonna end up headbutting the window. Daft bugger. Let's pop a bit of tape here. Jameson, Adam, on bright alloy, you can use very fine masking tape on rivet lines, then fine spray Tamiya smoke over it. Remove tapes, gives a shadow effect on new build alloy colours for aircraft. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is white. Why, delight. Yeah, I get the randomest song stuck in my head at times. I blame Terry. He's not here, so I'll blame Terry. Itchy. Okay, pop that aside. Oh no. No. Get out there. Oh, shoot. Yep, that's just gone in the freaking bin. It did, Willow. It's fine. It's just a bin full of plastic bits. I'll find it later.
Was that a parse, is it?
Yeah, the little bit that I've just glued together. It's just fallen off the edge of the desk. Okay, the tape got stuck to my finger. And it's just gone into a bin bag full of plastic pieces.
At least you know where it is and it's not scattered anywhere else.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. Yeah, I'll be able to get that in a bit. Oh, and AJ's in. He says hello. Hello, AJ. And Jim is saying it's rarely seen as most modelers dirty up the aircraft. Yeah.
Hi, AJ.
How are you doing, AJ? Oh no, do you know what? It's gonna bug me if I don't find that piece now. I'm gonna mute myself just so people don't hear the rustling.
Got a torch. Be easier. All right. Oh dear. Silence is golden.
Cheeky. Well, I found it.
Oh, good.
The tape had stuck it to the side of the bag instead of it being right at the bottom.
Oh.
So it's not too bad. Not too bad. There we go. AJ saying, yeah, off sick again after another trip to the dentist. He repaired a filling, but the tooth became so sensitive I had to go back and pull it. Oh, wow.
Oof.
I know how that can get, though. I do have a few sensitive teeth. GM is saying, Tiff, if this was the BBC channel, you wouldn't see that part again. Yeah, well, I managed to find it, so I'm happy. Apex is saying hi to AJ, and AJ is saying hello back to Apex. Right, so that's part Y. So I'm going to do part E now.
Try to paint at these.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You trying to paint up what?
I said doing these soldiers, and when you did it closely, I realised most of them's got the rifle. There's one's got a submachine gun. I thought that the tip was broken, but yeah. Yeah. If I do like that, it's the one dead center.
Oh, yeah. How strange. Very, very strange. So, other than your toothache, AJ, how are you doing? Is there anything on your bench? It's a quiet one today, but it's a nice day out. Supposed to be getting another heat wave, so I wasn't expecting very many people in.
Friday is shopping day, so went down to B&M's, back up round to Tesco's. And,
I see. I just do all of my shopping in one day. Do my food shop online. Head out to like Lidl so I can get the cat litter and have a peek in the middle aisle and get Willow's cat food because she's very, very fussy. She'll only eat a specific type of biscuit. And before anyone says she is not spoiled, it's just the person who had it before me only fed her on these ones and she won't eat anything else. And I've tried. So, but before mentioning out wet food, so I sort of, you can buy like individual pouches and stuff. So I bought her some ones and found out which one she likes. Thankfully, it's not the most expensive ones out there. But she does like Felix, the tasty shreds. And then she'll only eat the cat biscuits or the little zone ones. AJ saying, yeah, he's not bad. Jimmy saying, Tiff discovered the secret. Put tape on all the small parts, you'll never lose parts again. Yeah. It's just each sort of bit has a different letter, like step bit attached to it, so I can build like this bit here. It's made of part of like step D, E, Y, C, and F. So if I build all those individually, paint them up, and then stick them together, it'll I find it a bit easier. I can't remember who's live tonight other than Terry. It's Friday, it's John Halleck, isn't it?
Yes, 7:30.
Yeah. Always worth a watch.
There's a lorry driver I've been following, Darren. And it's Life of Darren. He lives up near Blackpool, around Preston Way. Hainsham or something, is it? It did tramping around the country. Now he just tries to do just day trips because he's got a little boy. Next Saturday, 11th, he's going to do 24 gaming with a friend for charity. His nephew, unfortunately, passed away 2 years ago with bone cancer. He was only 9. Before he sort of donated some money, and before he reached the first target they wanted to get to, so before it even started, so they're quite pleased with that. And so doing like donations for bone cancer research. So I'm quite happy to do that.
Yeah, it's always nice to support good causes like that. Right.
Because how dark this plastic is, and there'll be several coats of this different shades on this. Perhaps I should paint it white, all white first before we go in it.
Right, that's a bit. AJ saying on my bench there are some War Machine minis, some Victrix minis, Hammerfall the rebuild, and Avro Landclass bomber. He says also need to re-sign print some custom kits and air figures for my own book world. Okay. My Jameson, we had Fussy Cats. Food tipped out on the garden plants, the fussy cats would eat the following day. Resin. Need to resin print some custom kitsune figures for my own book world. Cool. Now I've got the kitsune fox mask tattooed on me. Now, the red needs topping up. For some reason, my skin just does not like to hold red ink. You can see that one's a bit patchy as well. But just needs redoing. I've got like a tattoo in red on my shoulder blade as well, which didn't hold the ink very well either. But it is what it is. It happens. I've got a tattoo artist that is happy to top up my tattoos, even if he's not the one that did them originally. Okay, so he's already sort of redone the one that's on my wrist, my music one. And before I met him, I only had 5 tattoos. Now I have a full sleeve, and we've already about so we've got two of 11. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 2 of 11 done of the 4 horsemen and the 7 sins of the We've got 2 of them done out of them for my leg sleeve. No, that's F. Oh, A was a chrome one. Okay. AJ is saying, "Don't do tats. Can't stand needles." I don't like having my bloods taken, but I'm happy to sit for 8 hours and get tattooed. It's weird. And he says 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Yes. Yeah, I've got death on me at the moment. And then I've got lust of the 7 sins. And AJ is saying more the 4 ghost riders, and you have the horse riders in the sky. Yeah, unfortunately I prefer the 4 horsemen. Death, war, famine, and pestilence. And Jim is saying, "Tiff, get David to spray red on your fading tattoos." It wouldn't last long enough. It'd come off in my next shower. I'm sure David's had enough of spraying red at the moment.
I've lost the inner nozzle from my Galilei yesterday. I was cleaning. I know roughly where it is, so I got to dig out bags and go through them.
Yeah, so AJ's saying the 4 horsemen were plague, pestilence, famine, and war. No, it's death, pestilence, famine, and war. He says they worked for death. It depends on which version you go with, because sort of like different. Oh, what's the word? My word, I can't remember what the word is. And before anyone says no, it's not bird. Like different beliefs have different versions of it. So conquest, war, famine, and death. I think they changed conquest to pestilence. Yeah. And he says, plague, pestilence, famine, and war result in death. And he says, the book of Revelations. Yeah. What? What?
Oh,
You're not jumping up on there. No. You just want some attention, don't you? Yeah. Careful. Just fucking fall sideways. You just be careful because your head's right behind the wheel of my chair. Wait, stop calling the carpet. She likes to sort of like flop on the carpet and drag herself along the carpet using her claws. She's a strange one. Okay, so this is... which sprue is this? Where is that? So sprucey. Okay. And hobby time is in.
hello, Gordon.
Welcome in. This is Hi David. AJ says a stupid thing is that conquest and war are the same thing, man killing man. I know, it's just they do represent slightly different things, which is I think why a lot of people changed conquest with pestilence. But it's a whole thing. Yeah. And Jim is saying, David just poked Tiff repeatedly with the airbrush needle as you spray. I won't watch this, honestly. AJ says, shut up, me. You're atheist, not religious. Then again, I'm going to Rome next year and visiting Vatican City. Yeah, I'm not religious either. It's just, like I said, different beliefs have different things. So it's like, I'm not religious, but there are some things that I agree with. But I'm not going to get onto a holy shit. Graham is in. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, Graham. We have been worried
Hello, Graham.
about, yeah. How are you doing, dude? We've been worried. And AJ says, roll on the floor laughing. I cleaned my airbrush and stabbed myself with a damn tiny needle.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm good enough not to do that. I'm careful enough not to do that. Yeah, we've just got people saying hello to Graham. Right, so step F. So that's chrome part, so is that. So 46, 49, and 50. Right. Where's 50? Bob is saying in Good Omens they changed pestilence for pollution to reflect modern times. I do believe, if I remember, was it pestilence had died or something like that? And then pollution came into it. It's been a while since I've watched Good Omens, but I do remember them changing, like, pollution coming into it at least. AJ says, I'm also known for cutting the length of my thumb with a box cutter, as the Americans call them. Oof.
Oof.
Ouchies. My mum's ex-boyfriend, he was stupid and was cutting something up, and he cut the length of his fucking wrist and onto the palm of his hand. It's his own fault. He wasn't being careful. So, like, he knew, as a guy who did handyman, who worked in a school, so he knew better than to do that. It was brand new, fresh blade, and he sliced himself open pretty bad. AJ says, "Don't know, not had the time to watch Good Omens. It is good, trust me. I enjoyed it." Joe saying, "Okay, rest time is over. Just got a weather update. Rain within an hour. Let me get side yard cut before I get to it. Typical summer weather here in the south. Please no hurricanes. See you later. Just be careful." And Graham is saying, "I'm okay. I needed to step away and concentrate on getting better. Slowly on the specialist space. Yeah, catch you later, Joe, and glad to hear you getting a bit better, Graham." Bob is saying, "Probably due to modern medicine that pestilence was wiped out, probably." AJ saying, "Lol." Joe saying, "Good to hear from you, Graham." And Graham is saying hi to AJ and Dorka. Right, so that's number 50. We need number 49. Where are you? There you are. And number 46. Yeah, that's supposed to be like that. So, because you've only just tuned in, Graham, I am building the Italeri Norton Manx 500. And I was showing off a kit that I'd bought. It was a gift, which is the Aoshima Lamborghini Huracan. So yeah, that'd be fun. I need to do a box review of it before I start on it, but it might be a channel build. I don't know yet. I've got a few box reviews to do. I've got the Jägermeister Porsche, and obviously that Lamborghini. I've got quite a few kits left in the stash that I can be doing some reviews of as well. So, Graham is saying hi to Joe. Darkosaurus says, "I need food before I pass out. Be right back." No worries. And AJ is saying, "Norton Manx 500, wasn't that used in races?" I believe so, yes.
Is that KFC?
Ooh. So I have sort of like a special edition of it. And it normally comes in like a black box. Grim is saying, "That looks a beauty, Tiff, used in the Manx TT races." Yeah, there's some, well, I wouldn't say issues with it really. They're not really issues. There's just like a couple of like bits of flash, and where they put the sprue gates on some parts, it just makes no sense. But other than that, it's going okay. It is going okay. Right.
yesterday afternoon, I managed to cut the grass and the around the back of the shed a bit. I won't say it's a lawn because it's a right mess.
Yeah.
It'd never been a flat lawn. It's sort of undulated. But unfortunately, I got an extra hazard. Uh, as a bee's nest is in the ground right underneath my white rose.
Oh
So,
no.
so it's a case of quickly clearing a bit around there, and then move away for about 5 minutes while the bees buzzing around at the bottom, and then settle back down again.
Yeah. So Graham is asking what you're working on, David.
So just, I can give right. See that. That's it. So yeah, coming, getting there. So, but yeah, that's for bucket. And,
Nice. Yeah, I'd have messaged you, Graham, just to see how you're doing, but I have no way of contacting you. So. But I think everyone has been a little bit worried because it's been a couple of weeks since we've heard from you. But glad to see you back. And you probably wouldn't know, but our Joshy is back as well. Kind of. He's in the chat. On some streams. Right. Last bit to clean up. Yeah, so Graham is saying nice one, David. And he's saying that's good news. Yeah. Yeah, like you, we just had to step away for a bit. Okay, so not that way.
did you manage to get off fishing, Graham?
His knee's been buggered, hasn't it? So
Yeah, I was just wondering if he had someone to be able to help him go, something. Because looking forward to that. So.
Bob is saying throat lozenges seem to be working. Time to shout at my CNC again after the stream. What, you having issues with, Bob? Not that I can help, I cannot, but sometimes venting your frustration at people helps. Trust me. I know. Okay, that's supposed to be in there. Jameson, great stream tiff, great model, etc. We have to leave now and ready the cameras, guests and staff. And now arriving, so it's fun time. See you all later. Enjoy the wedding.
It's a great Kelly.
Graham was saying he did a little bit off the back of his scooter, which he caught a few, which helped him remain sane-ish.
Oh, good.
Just hold that in place for a bit. Bob was saying Drat thing seems to move 0.40 millimeters after tool change. Going to program and move to 0 before change to 0 pencil. Yeah, you're speaking like French to me, dude. I did ask, but right. So that's part F done. So I need to paint those up before I can stick them all together and before I can stick the chrome pieces in. However, I will label this piece. Right, put that to one side. Next. Yeah, I do not think this is going to take a month to build. It's probably going to take me about 2 weeks. We'll see. Oh, I want to start another kit whilst I'm building this one. I know obviously I've got the Splendid Hotel, but I'm doing that on my Sunday streams. I've got this one, which is a group build, but I am looking at starting to build another kit, but I don't know what yet. I've got the Jägermeister one. Might start. I'll have to do a box review of it first. Yeah. Okay. About 41 and 42.
Meeny, miny, mo, what to have, I don't know.
I'm going to be like that for my tea time tonight. I don't know what to have for tea. I do have some jacket. You alright?
Yeah, just knock the box over, that's all. Empty box. Well, almost. Yeah, my hands gets does a wander and knocks things over. Yeah. I got some belly pork strips right there. Might do those for tomorrow. I just do a ham sandwich and tonight.
Yeah, I had belly pork last night. Chinese belly pork with some beef dripping chips. They're delicious. I had my dinner just before the stream started, and I'm still peckish.
Green grey. Green grey. Yep, same one.
Yeah. Oh, I tested out that chrome pen that I bought. And it
Yeah.
works really well. It's very cool. It's just a cheap one. It cost me like £2 on eBay. It's a little bit to dry, but I can always use a hairdryer to speed it up a bit. Oh, I did just have some. There's the tweezers.
Yeah, I got one or two. You get a pack of different ones for these. I think.
What brand are yours? Is it
It's from
Demei?
Timu.
Does it say Demei on it?
Yeah.
DEMEI, yeah.
That's,
eBay.
yeah. Oh, this is Timu stuff.
Yeah, I just got that one on eBay because I saw it. It was like £2, and I was like, yeah, kind of argue with that. I'll test it out, see what it's like. If not,
Don't. Yeah. I say. Try just to when it's going over. If you start multiply it over the top, it sort of thickens up and breaks up.
yeah, well,
It's
that
okay
is
for
just
small
the one.
pieces. Yeah. Covers well.
Works all right. Okay. So that has chrome on it as well. Sprue F. Just this one. I'll do this piece and then we'll leave it there because we've only got about 5 minutes left.
Oh, time flies.
Mm.
Okay.
It does indeed. I'm going to put a clamp on those ones. There we go. And up here. Because I just don't want to stay together. No, shoot. No. That'll do. Apex is asking Bob what brand of CNC it is. Okay. And then these two bits. Okay, so I still got part 32 on the sprue. Might be used a bit later. Okay, there's an awkward place to put a sprue gate. Seriously. Okay, so 32 actually goes onto this bit here. So I'll put that on as well. Right. Flash. There's a decent bit of flash on that. Bob was saying Chinese GP, 600mm by 400mm, running on Linux CNC 2.7.0. I don't have Windows, so I can't use Mac 3. I'm talking nerd stuff. I don't mind.
Linux one system, yeah.
Right.
I'm painting these, but because of the lighting in here, I'm colorblind. I can't really tell if it's much of a difference. I put the main lights on them later on. They should shine up right. Could end up purple with pink elements.
Why not? So Apex is in my workplace have Hercos and a massive grob for the stuff that can't be named. Okay, so we have hit the 2 hour mark. Oh, excuse me a minute. Oh, stretch out. So yeah, I've managed to get a decent bit done today. Obviously no painting or anything, but I've managed to get sort of all these bits built up. Ready, and the bits in the clamps ready for painting. I'll probably build a little bit more like things sort of to put together before I actually start painting, because they all need to be primed and stuff as well anyway. So yeah.
You got a box to put it on in? Plastic container lid.
I've got Tupperware to put all the bits in, yeah. But I'll probably, to be fair, I'll probably just put them back in the kit box with the rest of the sprues and stuff. So yeah, I'm happy with our own progress on it. So Bob is saying part design done on LibreCAD. Yeah, I'll let Apex read that. I need to finish up. So thank you to everyone in the chat for joining me. Thank you to David for joining me on panel.
Pleasure.
So Terry has a members only live stream starting soon.
6 o'clock.
Is it 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Let me just scroll. Need history. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 6 p.m. There's a live stream starting. So if you all remember, join us over there. And I will be live again at 7:30 on Sunday evening, UK time. Until then, enjoy your weekend and stay spooky, guys. Bye.